Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse dipping, I rating.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. Bortles now on 1st down. Open man right side is Sharp. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Spread left, spread left, spread left.
Bortles will keep it, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Rashawn Perriman, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about trapping.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, and now some space to operate.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And an alley to run. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go, let's go.
On play action, it's Bortles. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front.
Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a play fake. Bortles escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. A screen to Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now Bortles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, and then taken down right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Get the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Switzer now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Telvin Smith in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A give to Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Check 16. Set. 180. Check 16.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Big Ben going to take it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Snickers, 66. Whoa!
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Set. 180. Gotta go. Check 26. Check 26.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now he'll tuck it and run. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Evades him at the 10, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
372.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete.